Hey everybody, Did here. I just finished a classic rewatch of one of my favorite movies, The Whale. You might notice I sound a little different. I got pretty emotional there. Not a lot of you know this, but I struggle with body image, body dysmorphia a lot. And for a period, I was regurgitating all the food I had eaten. I actually tried a diet where you just wouldn't chew. You'd swallow, but you wouldn't chew, and that led to a lot of problems. There was actually, looking back, pretty humorous encounter over Thanksgiving with the turkey, but that's really not what this video is about. I want to talk about The Whale. Yesterday I watched Juno, hit comedy about teenage pregnancy, and today I watched The Whale. I don't know what that means. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in. I feel like a teenage girl. Let me tell you though, my mascara was running when I watched The Whale, because there's a lot going on in this movie, and if you're not like awake for all of it, you're gonna miss it. So, my normal routine of like a dozer movie, you can't fall asleep in this. And not that you would fall asleep in any movie, but come on, guys, you're sitting back, you're watching, am I right? You're watching Indiana Jones and the Phone of Destiny, whatever it's called. And you're like, I remember when Indiana Jones was young and sexy. Okay, I know where this is going. And then you wake up and the credits are rolling for a different movie. You've all been there. Well, I didn't fall asleep once for The Whale. Now, some of you are probably coming here from my Letterboxd review. If you are, hi, how you doing? Glad you found the channel. Please subscribe. We're building a jet empire here. Check out the podcast and the concept album, soon to be on I don't know what it's premiering on. We're trying to get it on Apple Music. It should be on Spotify. It's definitely going to be on SoundCloud because I want to build up my subscriber base. Anyway, The Whale. I didn't think a lot of Darren Aronofsky. I thought his movies were just trying too hard to be smart. Like, I thought this was a classic case of Good Will Hunting, which I thought was a movie about a thrifty college student. It wasn't. For those of you in the know, Good Will Hunting is like Dead Poet Society. If you missed a Brainiac, that's okay. I understood that movie. I actually watched. I'm looking at. I've got my Criterion crowd will know the absolute joy of looking at your shelf and just seeing so many movies that you haven't seen, but the box art is so pretty. And right next to it, I got a copy of The Last Days of Gus Van Sant, which is a great, I know this is a review of The Whale, but you got to understand my thought process here. I've been listening to a lot of Nirvana recently. Let me recline here. Oh, okay. I've been listening to a lot of Nirvana recently, ever since Kurt Cobain became a grandfather. That just kind of really hit me right where it hurts. So I guess I've been feeling kind of masochistic. I want to beat myself around a little self-abuse. So I did The Gambit, which, for me, you listen to all three Nirvana albums, you listen to Incesticide, then you read American Psycho backwards, then you watch the movie twice. And for me, I try to add a movie each time, and this time I added The Whale, but before that I added Last Days of Gus Van Sant, who also directed Good Will Hunting. Anyway, I was pretty low. And I know a lot of you get into that place. I've been reading your comments. I've been reading in between the lines because you guys haven't been commenting, so I have to imagine you're all just so deeply depressed you can't reach out for help. But I know you're out there, and I know you feel like I feel, dude. I know you feel how I feel. Right? Anyway, I'm getting emotional. I'm getting worked up. I don't know how long this is going to be. I might not even post this. The whale is too close to being real. Now, a lot of you skinny mini girls out there who can just eat a hot dog and go to bed, you don't understand the struggle of having to go to specialty retailer shops to get pants big enough for your fat ass. I am not attractive like Brendan Fraser. I'm not even attractive like Frasier Crane from hit shows Cheers and Frasier. I've got a big head. I got low thighs. Very effeminate. Anyway. There's a My Chemical Romance line that says, I live my nightmares. I think I don't listen to them, but my son does. He loves them. The whale is like what my life should have been. But I'm better than the whale because I have self-control and I make myself throw up. When I watched Pi, and isn't it kind of disgusting that Aronofsky makes a movie about a fat guy who can't stop eating and his first movie is called Pi? Okay, girls, I just want to put that out there. I used to put Smucker's grape jelly on my pizza. So when I saw that scene in the movie, Death Spiral, Brendan eating himself to death, I felt like I saw myself on the big screen. You know, now that they've got Snow White and she's Latina, I know there's going to be a lot of little girls who are looking up at the screen and they go, finally. And for me, the whale is that. It was the first expression of fat guy rage that I've ever encountered. Because let's face it, guys, sometimes we struggle to get up off the toilet. Sometimes we look at the porcelain commode and go, is today the day? Will I be able to do it? I mean, I've been to the doctor. I don't know why it has to be like giving birth every time I gotta pass a movement. Anyway, TMI. I know you don't want to hear that. I'm emotional. This movie, it makes me feel things. I don't know. I'm not angry, but no philosopher can prepare you for Aronofsky. He's our greatest beat poet. Why is it that we Jews have all the greatest people? We got Robert Zimmerman, Bob Dylan. Greatest beat poet of his generation, Aronofsky. Okay, why are we constantly persecuted? Because we have the best everything. Have you ever tried a fried dough ball? I saw a video that said Jew versus Goy, and I didn't understand what that meant. But I know now, because the whale, fully Jew, everything else Goy. Goy, Goy, Goy. Brendan Fraser, I don't know if he's a member of our tribe, but I'd like to welcome him as a brother. I don't care about the hood of his penis. I don't care about his relationship to Yahweh. He just needs to know that his movie did a lot for me. Okay, I don't want to get worked up because I want to reach in and grab out a couple main points. Number one, Stranger Things girl. Wow, she was really good in this movie. As soon as I saw her, I was like, cripple girl, blind girl, Vecna, running up that hill. What? Sorry. Hey, no. Smoochie, no. You're out. It didn't make a lot of sense, but it was good money, good hours. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Everything's no good anymore. It feels like, I don't know. I feel like we're still reacting to AIDS. Like, what was that? We went from like a party hardy. I haven't gotten over Freddie Mercury. I haven't even gotten over David Bowie. You know, I'm really trying to reinforce my relationship with God, but man, it's tough. It feels like this dog, for example. Smoochie is, I just don't know anymore. You know, I was brought up pretty devout. I just don't know anymore. Like, maybe we are all spiritually linked, and I don't have dominion over all the animals. But if that's true, all the goldfish I let die, are their souls on me? Like, what does that mean? Sorry. All right. I just looked at my watch. I realized this is going on for a long time, and I haven't even touched on the whale. Guys, man, I'm going to have to take another break after this. This is going to be my last video until the next one. Anyway, I want to find a way to say something to you. I want to find a way to tell you all that I love you so much. Why is it that a movie is the only way I can say that? You know, in the end of that movie, when Brendan Fraser ascends up into the kingdom of God, I want to wake up in the morning like that. I want to wake up and feel the embrace of the white light. But you know what? I wake up. The stocks are down. My retirement fund, Mr. President, I know you got a lot of pressure, but there are people hurting out here. This is more than pissing Calvin. Mr. Musk, I love your cars. I think the Cybertruck is the greatest thing to happen to trucks since cars had wheels. But damn it, that's the sound of an American consumer who's taking all he can. I will not be pacified. I will not be pacified by Bob Dylan albums or The Whale anymore. If anybody is listening to this, go down. Why are we sitting around talking about The Whale? The Whale is the path. Wake up, America. Wake up, Israel, Palestine. We're all just wearing funny hats. We're all just wearing funny hats. My hat covers the top of my head. Your hat might cover the whole of your face. What the hell does it matter? We're all just trying to keep out of the sun. That's right. Reed, open up your mind. I went away for 2 years. 2 years I saw the world. I saw the world. I couldn't make it on the stage. They rejected my message. Message.